Hello everybody, my name is Emma for those of you who are new here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a speed build, obviously. I did get a new recording software, so hopefully there is no watermark in it, and today we are going to be doing a grandmother cottage kind of vibey house. I really wanted to play around with the, as you can see, the ground modifier thing. So, I didn't exactly know how to use it, and I still don't exactly know how to use it. So, it was a real struggle, but I think I did okay. I really hope I did okay anyways. I love how this house turned out. It is a tiny house. I didn't use the tiny house counter thing from the tiny living just because I was afraid that the porch and stuff would, make it not a tiny home. So to me, this is a relatively small house. And I really tried to go for that old woman cottage vibes. You'll see later on that I put a cat box and cat food bowls outside and some cat stuff outside because old women love their cats. Old women love their cats. So, I mean, my grandmother has possums, raccoons, and 6 cats that she has. So I guess you could say I kind of took inspiration from her. But I was having some difficulties with the stairs. I couldn't figure out how to maneuver the stairs with the ground. It was kind of a learning process. I'd say if I had to do something like this again, then I'd definitely be a little bit better than how I was today. It was difficult to try and figure out though. But in the end, it really came together, and I must say, if I could live in this house, I definitely would. I am an old grandmother at heart. I always have been. I'd see some flower print chair, be like, "Oh, that's pretty," and then I'd get made fun of from my big sister and my little sister. I am very much an old woman at heart, so I really liked how this turned out. I don't know, it was just, I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if I'll have to speed up the speed build in the future. I put it on, let's see, a 3.5. I might have to go to a 4 in the future, but I did want this to be an okay length video. I didn't want it to be 12 minutes long, so now it's only 31 minutes long. And I have to sit here and talk for 31 minutes. Oh, the rocks. The rocks. Oh my god. The rocks pulled this place together. If you guys know me, if you guys watch my LPs, then you'll know that I don't build houses with rocks. I didn't know how to use rocks. I don't know how to use the desert plants. Whenever I try to use them, they just do not look good at all. Nothing looks good. And it was just a hardcore struggle. It's just a hardcore struggle. But yeah, I am really happy that I did manage to make it work, and I'm really happy that I actually had time to sit down and do a speed build. Cause I recorded next week's Black Widow challenge, pre-recorded it, and it gave me so much stress because of custom content that I had in my game, I downloaded a pacifier for toddlers, and it worked this time, so it actually like showed up and like you could actually see it. So I thought it was fine, but it broke my game. It broke the toddler. Right when I took it out of my game and reloaded my game and started playing off camera, it everything worked perfectly. It the pacifier broke the toddler, and it stressed me out so much to the point where I actually accidentally, and I did not realize this until a couple hours ago, I accidentally said a no word. Because, I do want this to be like a kids friendly kind of thing. So I got a little frustrated and annoyed. I don't like glitches in my game. I don't like bugs in my game. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't play with custom content for a very long time. And I still don't with most of my game files. I still don't play with custom content. And I'm even now like really wanting to take out the custom content, but at the same time I go back and forth because the custom content's really pretty. Also, if I'm stuttering, like I just noticed that I did, or fumbling over my fumbling, not fondling, fumbling over top of my words, it's because I'm still new to the whole voiceover thing, and I'm using a new not recording, but editing software, so I'm a bit anxious, I'm a bit nervous, so it's also probably why I'm talking like 50 miles an hour, at least it feels like I am. I do have to say though, putting these flowers everywhere took me so long, but look how pretty, like, it makes everything look. By the way, this world is in, I think, what's it called? The Realm of Magic world, Glamourbrook. I just kind of thought it fit the Cottage vibes perfectly, so yeah. um, I I think I took out some trees, but I did leave a lot of them because I did want it to be kind of, foresty, kind of like just plants everywhere. My idea was, it's a grandmother's house. She's old. She's all alone, besides when her children come to visit, and her grandchildren come to visit. Um, so she can't exactly do the yard work. So it's kind of gotten overgrown a little bit. So that was my thinking of it. So I did try and put as much plants as I could everywhere. So in the end, I really think it turned out great. I also put a lot of plants everywhere because certain plants that I did put that I liked, because I'm still not good at that ground configurating thing, you could tell, like, the flowers were floating. So I kind of had to hide those spots with different flowers. So it kind of just branched out, so there were flowers everywhere. which in the end, I mean, I think it, worked out pretty good. I mean, I really am happy with how this house turned out. The interior, I used all the same wallpaper only because my parents needed me, so it was at the end of the, building of the house anyways, so I kind of just used the same wallpaper everywhere. I mean, it's an old woman's house anyways, you know. In the end, though, the wallpaper that I chose really did work. with everything. So I thought it was very pretty. Um, this originally took me an hour and 50 minutes. So I'm very happy that it's only 31 minutes with it sped up. I did go for the yellow. I know it's bright, but it's so pretty. I think so, anyways. I mean, I kind of got some inspiration from Nifting Knitting. I've been really wanting to use some of the stuff, and I don't know, it gives me grandmother vibes. So I went all in for it. I went all out, and I don't usually do bright colors. So this was me stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit. I usually don't do bright colors or ponds or ground configurating or funky houses or a lot of plants. But with this one, I really went all out of my comfort zone. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Probably sound like a broken record saying that. But yeah, I don't know. You know, it gives me so much like old lady vibes. It makes me happy. I ended up putting some twinkle lights out here too, but that's at the end. So eventually I do pop back to the outside to finish up doing, some things here and there. I I had a bit of a hard time with the rocking chairs because I didn't know, like, should I match the wood tones or is that too matchy? Or would it look weird if it wasn't matching? But I don't know. I think it looks better with it not matching. I had a bit of trouble putting the hanging plants on. I did. I always have trouble doing the hanging plants because I don't know if it will look good or not. So, but it did look good. It did look good. Also, I did get this, the red shelf thing, and I have to say, it helps out with building so much. Like, it is a savior. It is a savior. It helps out so much. And now items that I put places, they don't float. I really wanted to use those window boxes, but I couldn't because the flowers would hit the sim in the face if they were sitting in the rocking chair. I also did go all out with flowers too. Flowers and plants and hanging plants everywhere because, old lady, gotta love her plants. I think I even put a flower pot. Not a flower pot. Well, I mean, yeah, flower pots, potting for gardening. And I think I put the flower arranging table outside as well. I think it's the flower arranging table. If not, then it's something gardeny that you can't interact with. But I'm like 85% sure it's the flower arranging table. And I'm pretty sure it's the flower arranging table. Old women have to have their hobbies. I had such a hard time with the stairs, too. Like, I don't even know. I couldn't figure out how to get it. I wanted it a certain way. I ended up having it how I wanted it, just backwards. So, I mean, I guess it kind of worked. I guess it kind of didn't. But I still like it. It just made a very narrow hallway that's kind of a little bit dark. I forgot to put a light in it. Before I upload it to the gallery though, I will put a light on the wall in the hallway. Yeah, I did change out the windows to skinnier ones. That way it could fit in the bathroom. The bathroom does not have a sink. I kind of figured, there's a sink in the kitchen. If you wanted to play in this house, it's all functional. You can get everywhere. You can wash your hands in the kitchen sink, clean everything up in the kitchen sink. I also wanted to use these lighter wood floors because I never do. So it's like, I'm already going all out with collars. Why not? I ended up changing the dark, obviously, as you can see right here, the color of the countertops because, I don't know, it just blended too much to the floor and I didn't like that. Later on, I will move the cat bowls outside. I couldn't find countertops, so I was trying to go for shelves. So I can't remember exactly what I did. Yeah, I think I just shrunk 2 shelves down and just used those, yeah. I didn't put any curtains in. The windows were just like a weird shape, and I didn't like the idea of having curtains everywhere else but the kitchen, so I just didn't do curtains at all. I love the little llama thing from Nifty Knitting. Like, it's so cute. It's adorable, and I'm honestly, I'm obsessed with nifty knitting stuff. I'm just obsessed with it. I did use something that I have a hard time with is being okay with using the same objects over and over again and just recoloring them. And something that I struggle with, and then I usually run out of objects, and then I can't clutter things. So I really tried to reuse some of the objects that I already used in this build. And I use the llama a lot. But it's cute. Do you blame me? But yeah. The kitchen's kind of small. Pretty much the whole downstairs is kind of small. The living room, which you will see here in a moment, is I had to put it crooked. I'm pretty sure I could have put it, found a way to put it straight and everything. But I put it all at an angle because for me at the time, that's all I could figure out. But like my other speed builds, when I go back and watch this after I'm done editing, I'll probably be like, oh, I should have done it this way. This would have made it way more better and more spacious. I should have done it this way. But still, even though, the living room's on like a tilt, it is still cute and functional, might I add. I did have a sim, so I had to go back through and take pictures, which I will be putting at the end of this video. And no, it will not include a voiceover, because I'm still learning, so, but you will see the pictures at the end, and I had to go through and take pictures, and one of my sims, it was thunderstorming before I took the pictures. I had to cheat the weather, but the sim ran into the house, and it's like, really? We're gonna get puddles everywhere, and I'm trying to take pictures. Really? Why? Why are you doing this? My computer just turned off. I really hope that didn't damage anything. 19 minutes. I have to remember to go back through and watch the 19 minutes. That kind of scared me. But as you can see, I'm angling everything at like a tilt. The color scheme that I tried to go for, I tried to do what I did outside, which was yellow and blue. A lot of yellow and blue and browns. So I used a lot of yellow and blue, and I think in the living room I used a bit of white and pink. Pink in some places, but like not an overload of pink. Because I know like not a lot of people like pink. I mean, I like pink as long as it's not too bright. I like any color as long as it's not too bright. I usually like the more pastel of colors. So, that octopus and penguin and turtle I'm obsessed with. I also reused those a lot too. Um, but I'm obsessed with them. They are so adorable in like every way possible. Like, I want them. Like, I, I seriously want them. And I'm also realizing that I said like a lot. That's what I tend to do when I'm anxious. I say, or like. It's just a repeat of things. I will get better as time goes on. Practice makes perfect, right? I was trying to fit the knitting thing because I want old women knit. It's just a fact. They knit. Let them knit. But I really tried my hardest to have knitting things in almost beside of every chair possible. That way, she could sit down and knit wherever she wanted to. Obviously, two Sims can live in this house. If you have like an elderly couple that you want to move in here, I did put a double bed in the bedroom upstairs. So if the scoot over thing works for you, because I know that it doesn't work for some people, like your Sims don't scoot over in the bed, but it works for me, so I put the bed up against the wall. So if your Sims can't like scoot over, then you might have to reconfigure the room just a little bit. But yeah, I think I forgot a cat door. But I mean, no. I mean, why would you need a cat door though? They're outdoor cats that you'd have around anyways. I don't know why, but I wanted to put that cow plant in a jar up there. Kind of like, I don't know, old women have like clutter and like knickknacks everywhere. And I was like, this kind of looks like something that's old and antique that an old person would have just, shoved up in a corner on top of the fridge collecting dust. Right? So I stuck that up there. And here is when I moved the cat bowls outside because the dining room's going there in that tiny little corner. I didn't use a big table. I used a fairly small one, just a square one. The table is from, I think Get Together or City Living, and the chairs is from Cats and Dogs. I used a lot of stuff from a lot of packs. Nifty Knitting, City Living, Dine Out, definitely. Tiny Living. What else? Jungle Adventure. Adventure. I used a lot of plants from there. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think that's it. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't know if I'm correct or not. Because I might have missed something. If I see something, Snowy Escape. See, I'm looking right at the countertops, and I forgot to mention Snowy Escape. I also did put a laptop. I know, like, elderly people, they don't really use laptops, but I did put one in there just in case, just just in case, you move in a young sim who just has a heart of a grandmother and she has a writing job or something. I did put an easel up there too, because even though you could move in a sim that was not old, but like me had a heart of a old person inside, you could be. My thought was they're not doing anything. They're retired. They knit. They're a bit crafty. So I put a easel in the bedroom in the corner, and I also put a violin outside in the balcony, along with more knitting things in the balcony and 2 rocking chairs. Because again, if you have an elderly couple that are living together, I'm still in the stacking pictures phase, so I've been stacking that. I put so many plants in this one corner, like just so many, but it's so beautiful. Like I said, I really enjoyed how this came out, and if I could live here, I would. Like, I seriously would. It's so beautiful. I think later on I do put in a crocheting little thing on the wall of the staircase. Because, to help me find items, I search by packs. It takes a lot less time, and I don't skip over things that I'm trying to look for. So, and I searched something, I was looking for something for nifty knitting, and I searched it, and then I was like, oh, the crochet thing! I haven't used that. This would look perfect here. Also, I do know that I didn't put any bookshelves down, so I did put one behind the bed. Hopefully it's accessible. There's also bookshelves on top of the bookshelf. So, I also put stuffed toys on the bed. I don't know why. I just did. Oh no, I know why. Because I was trying to hide a part of the bed. And that was my solution. Putting stuffed animals. And once I put the penguin, he looked kind of lonely, so I wanted to add, some friends for him. So, I think I put 2 turtles and an octopus. Yeah. Just tucked away in the corner. Just tucked away, man. Just tucked away. I really hope you guys like this house. Also, if you want to download this house, it will be up on my Origin. It will be up on my gallery. I don't know why I said Origin. My gallery has an issue to where sometimes I can't open it. It won't let me sign in. It keeps telling me that I'm offline when I'm online. So, when it does finally let me get online, then I will be putting this up on my gallery. My gallery Origin ID thingy is epoodle27k. So just search that and you should be able to find this build and all of the other builds that I have done. So, I got out of breath there. That was a lot of talking in one breath. But yeah. I put a little poof. I can't help it. The poofs are so adorable, so I just put them like everywhere. Well, there is like 2 minutes left of the speed build, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun building this house. And, if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so that you get notifications every time I upload a video so you don't miss a video or one of the new speed builds videos that I've been doing. And yeah, you guys can also go and check out my LPs because I do gameplay, and I'm thinking about doing Benji and the Ink Machine pretty soon. So I don't know for sure though, but I'm thinking about doing it. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting out the clock here because I mistimed it. Whoopsie. got a minute. So, again, pictures will be after this, and they will have no voiceover and no music. It'll be just complete silence. So, yeah. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I really hope you guys enjoy watching me build and enjoy things like this. If you have any suggestions of what you'd like to see me build next, let me know down in the comments below, and I will definitely do it. And because this is like a good thing for me to do when I'm like stressed or anxious or anything, or just wanting a day off of, you know, playing LPs. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Bye-bye. I mistimed again. Like I said, I'll get better the more I do this. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Bye-bye.